Danish one. It's two Swedish teams going up against each other, both know each other inside out. As the guys pointed on the desk, Pronax knows NIP thoroughly, it has to be said. I think everyone's had a chance now to download their demos and work out what they do since Malmo, and you have to say, like, Threat has turned this team around. For someone who is known to have a very loose play style, rely on their individual performers, they have got this great depth of strategy now. They have so much dynamic plays they can actually fall onto. It's actually very impressive to see how they've turned things around, and Mirage is a perfect map for that as well. You have so many options to work picks towards middle and have those pushing back the CTs and then falling back into those executions as well. Expect to see a lot of fakes, a lot of decoys going into this one. It's going to be very interesting, but it looks like we are ready to get into the pistol here. It will be Godsent starting on the CT side and NIP on the Ts, no less. So here we go then. It's going to be Mirage, best of one. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise. Let's get some hype in the rooms. Give the hype it deserves. And we go into the pistol round. NIP, 4 sets of armor exist with the smoke and flashbang as well. Looking like it's a B-side attack. All 5 players committed to this. This could be a very fast pistol indeed. As they go towards B halls. Going to be waiting for them in the USP, but he gets the first shot as well, draws first blood, takes down Exist, and actually rattles NIP. They're not going to be committing to this, falling back. And it's 1 kill going in favor of Godsent for free.
It's Lekro again to start it off. Like we said, pistols are a problem for NIP so far in this tournament. They will readdress this slowly. Freiburg's going to be the one to lead the charge with the P250 in hand. He's got armor as well. Forrest. He's normally the one we talk about on pistols, but in CSGO it seems to be only with the USPS that he can consistently get that rolling Glock in hand. He's got a smoke. He's going to try and bait this out. He's alone is going to try and cause this rotation. So the first pick goes against NIP. They're hoping with that and the passive play that they've gone to, timing and the smoke from Forrest, they'll rotate off, but they haven't done it. They haven't done enough. Forrest doesn't commit to this, and they're still inside the site. Good pick up on the Lekro. That's better from Get Right. Pronax goes down, and despite that they've still got people close by this bomb, they've still got a job to do on Pit. The problem is he's alone. They can get on this defuse right away, so good pickups. As Twist with the last kill, it's going to be Forrest arriving too late, but Kit's on it. Forrest can't do anything. Godsent are going to pick that up.
It looked great for NIP. The entrance to the B bomb site was there, but all of a sudden Godsent finding 2 kills, and Forrest is so far removed from that situation. They knew he was the one faking towards the A side. They can get the smoke on the bomb. They've got a kit. Full defuse comes in as well. It's a very convincing round from Godsent. Then Lekro to open things up with that USP. It looked like NIP really wanted to do a nice fast B take there at the start of the round, but unfortunately for them, they lose the first player. They are apprehensive, it has to be said, and they have to change their mentality. It's Forrest that goes towards the fake. This does not work out for them. It's not going to be a forced way here. Obviously getting the bomb down with the pistol means they'll be getting AKs in the third. Forrest with that saved body armor. He's got a smoke. If they can get another plant down here, that'd be fantastic, but it's such a difficult prospect here. They have got 3 rifles, and a scout and a UMP, so Godsent preparing for that third round. They want to make sure this is clean. Lekro once again gets that first kill, takes down Forrest. And it's going to be a short attack for the remaining NIP players.
It might be a short-lived attack as well, because as soon as they round the corner, they all fall. And caught out as Pronax walks back out from A into the connector, catches them before they round the corner, and it goes to 2-0. But like you say, that early bomb plant, Forrest already onto the AK. It's going to be 5 across all of the NIP players, and Pitt's able to pick up some decent utility. They've all got some flashes to work with, but Pitt goes with the smoke and a Molotov. It's the only Molotov that they do have on this NIP side.
So here we go then. They're not going to risk anything with that UMP to get upgrade to 4 and 4s and use a scout on Twist as well. They know this fight's coming. They want to be going in first. So they can see aggressive play from Pronax going up towards the middle. Going to be lurking in that smoke. So he can get the first kill here. Can sense a terrorist there behind the boxes. Gets the kill on towards Freiburg as well. That's Lekro that picks it up in the end, but still 5 on 4. They can fall back and out to the bomb side.
3 rounds, 3 opening kills from Lekro so far on this CT campaign from Godsent. They are still inside of this B apartment position. They're going to go quickly. Pronax has already rotated back. Palf's inside the checker room. They're all here. Godsent has perfect position to counter this play, and despite Get Right getting 1, it's only Pith to follow up after losing 2 NIP players in between, and Pith now plays up against 1 versus 3. He's quickly canceled out. Bomb was dropped. There was no chance for him to try and recover that so easily. And Godsent very quick on these rotations, and again, you said the aggressive play to start that off. Lekro wasn't even anchoring down the B side as he had been.
Fearless play from Godsent there, sending a message out to NIP. They're not going to be scared to have these aggressive pushes at the start of the round. They get the first pick once again. As you said, it's Lekro that opens things up, funneling NIP back toward that B side, and there's an absolute bloodbath. Now NIP 3-0 down on a full eco as well, just some P250s and a couple of flashbangs to work with. It's not looking too good, that's for sure. They're going to be going towards underpass and seeing if they can find any sort of CT aggression there, but it's the AWP on Twist. Goes to the jumping shot. I think he hit something there, but it was the nades that did the initial damage, but now a little bit of control, but Schneider opening things up.
Pick up from Schneider, followed up by Pronax. Pretty straightforward. Twist hits the shot onto Pith with the AWP. He gets taken down to 16, but he survives. It becomes a problem. I mean, even on these eco rounds for NIP, yes, down 3-0, but if they can't start to get guns away, Godsent economy isn't great. They've had to rebuy into a few rounds here. They're not a full round in hand, but if they give them this, they will be, and that becomes an issue. They've got to try and get the kills here, and Twist could be a target with that low HP, but it's not even going to go that far. Pronax holds off again from Catwalk, and it's still the shutout from Godsent.
Yeah, actually, it's powerful. He's got 8k, and they managed to keep 5 players alive once again, and Twist with the AWP. They're actually looking in a pretty comfortable position right now. We're going to round number 5. This is when you think things will surely slow down in this one. We've seen a lot of aggressive play from Godsent, pushing up towards middle, getting those first frags time and time again. NIP, got to be wary of that this time. This could be more of a default. I'm sure we'll see much slower Counter-Strike this time. They haven't got the AWP in the NIP camp, but they've got 5 AKs and a decent amount of utility. Here come the initial flashes to push back any sort of aggression that may be coming in. Decent smokes going down as well. This is giving some cover. Molotovs go towards window and connector. So many teams look for, but it's Get Right. There it is. Schneider brought his pants down there towards shore by himself, flashed out, and it's Get Right to pick up that first kill. 5 and 4. Let's see if he's down to recover.
Double flash from Get Right, but smartly falls away from the connector. Watch that smoke, though. Big pick from Exist, because Pronax pushes through. It would have been a 1 versus 1 with smoke for the escape, so Get Right never would have had the refrag. Importantly, though, Lekro does pick up a kill in the meantime. It's only the one-man advantage now for NIP, and Exist has gone down to 9. He's going to try and rotate away from this. They'll leave Get Right in a decent position to hold mid. That limits Lekro. And they actually are already rotating off of this A site at the exact time that Freiburg's going to arrive with the bomb, and Pith's going to lead the charge in on this. It's just Pauf they have to confront, and he's occupied trying to take down and find out exactly where Get Right's gone.
This is Get Right's bread and butter right now. They've got him in a really strong position. His teammates rotating towards A. He's able to hunt for information, maybe work a pick, but importantly, he wants to let his teammates get the bomb down, and then he can be a really, really interesting play here when he comes in from the backstab.
And again, Pauf is still way out toward that position, trying to figure out exactly where Get Right's gone. They know he's got position in middle. That drop might give it away, but regardless, it's NIP out on the A site. Bomb's going to go down for free. And they've kept up 2 flashes. They don't have smokes to hold out the CTs, but in turn, they don't have smokes to go for the defuse. Good shot from Pith. Lekro down. That's Get Right's only problem. Behind him gone, he can just focus on this vent position where Pauf's now fading away, because as mentioned last round, the economy's not built massively for Godsent, so they have to save this. As it is an AWP and Twist, that's going to be extremely valuable. Kits on both players, and Pauf with the M4. There's time for NIP to go for the hunt if they want to do so, but they themselves can't really afford to give up any weapons in this. It'll be a full reset coming in.
Yeah, they're so low right now. They need to make sure they keep these 4 rifles in hand. It was Godsent there. It was very scrappy towards middle. Both teams contesting for that mid control there as well. We saw Schneider pushing off towards short, trying to get the frag going in his favor. He was the first player that went down, and Pronax went for an audacious play for the connector area. He got taken down as well, and that opened up the floodgates for NIP. They're able to slow things right down, getting in a very strong position. Like I said, that's why he's most dangerous. And it's NIP arriving here on Mirage. It's 4-1. Godsent do save an AWP and an M4, so they're still absolutely fine for money here. They are starting to get chipped away though. Pauf still with 8k in hand. And NIP sticking with the rifles, so they're going to round number 6. I'm assuming it's going to be more of the same here. NIP go for the mid control, take those jewels, and then see where their options lie after that.
Watch this Twist set up with Schneider, though, both inside of the window right now, trying to hold that top mid position. No early smoke out on it again from NIP. They will go for the cat smoke to around the corner quicker. Twist Molotovs off behind the box. That limits them slightly. They go out to the open, and it's Get Right caught inside the smoke. Nearly a second shot as well. He does find it. Pith goes down. And a 2-man advantage in a round where NIP facing the reset against the money bonus. So they have to be extremely careful and calculated to try and pull this round back, as Twist has already rotated off this. They've given up the window completely. Schneider's gone over to B, and they just have to defend the A site directly.
There's always some uncertainty whether Twist will actually pick up the AWP, but this time he seems to be delivering 2 great shots there. 1 through the smoke as well, but it's going to be a 5-on-3 now. NIP will exist towards that connector area, so similar situation, but this time they don't actually have the positional control. You can see Pauf now in a fantastic spot here to shut this one down. He's pushed down the lower round, but it's going to be Exist. Shows his hand a little bit too early there. Pauf surely going to finish things off here. Freiburg walking in the corner, not going to be checking this. Pauf gets the bomb, and now up to Forrest. 5-on-1, bomb down. Don't really have many options there.
Brilliant round to keep 5 alive for Godsent.
Yeah, this is a hard reset as well for NIP. They're going to have a horrible time buying into the next round. And we'll see whether Godsent can keep all 5 alive. It's going to be Forrest presumably trying to save him. We can see the CTs covering all the angles. Not going to give him anything here, making sure they stay in pairs.
And Schneider first to face him, does get taken down, but Lekro there for the trade. All 5 from NIP gone, and it's Twist, like you say, that picking up this AWP has been huge in these gun rounds. That time he's up to 6-0 right now. They've yet to get a kill onto him because he saved the only round they lost. But takes down Get Right early, and then the second shot as well. NIP not able to get anything rolling with that mid pressure. And no smoke on the window.
Yeah, well, now we can see how NIP have been affected by that reset. They do have 4 rifles. One of those is the Galolo. Get Right just in the P250. It's the mid battle once again. 2 players, 4 Godsent challenging towards middle. Twist rattling off shots towards that area, but it's smoked out for now. So NIP have managed to gain the real estate of middle. Since he's not reacting just yet, Orb has to reposition himself, work out what the next move is here. Going towards jungle, just smoking off. So he's out. Now here comes some connector. Smoke once again. It's a nice play from NIP so far.
This is going to try and walk back through. That smoke at the connector. Pauf inside a sandwich right now. That's yet to be checked. Get Right's at the top of the ramp, but no one in Palace right now. They haven't really been playing that default pick strategy toward the stairwell, NIP. And it's Get Right that just has a pistol as well in this situation, so he can hold to make sure no one pushes through, as we saw they did Pauf at the end of the last round, but he can't really go for the entry himself, so he's going to have to let Pip try and find them, open this up, but Twist, once more, a thorn in NIP's side, is able to find Exist, and now it's Pauf in this sandwich again, not checked, bomb immediately in front of him. This is so powerful now. Around the corner, easily taken down. And it's actually Pronax that stole it, but either way, he was dead to rights.
It's not amounting to anything here. NIP going for the contact play. They get Exist towards connector, but Twist with a godlike shot there takes him down at a close range angle. And NIP forced against the ASO once again, but Crossfire is just proving too strong for them this round. Will step away from NIP. It's Twist to finish things off. Another close range encounter with that AWP. And that's going to be an eco now. 6-1 in favor of Godsent. No money available for NIP. Just going to have to take the full eco on a chin here. Maybe some PT50s and smoke. Want to try and get a bomb down. That's pretty much all they can hope for in the scenario. This is looking very promising once again for the underdog. Godsent in a great position in terms of money, the firepower. Everything's going in their favor so far, and it is going to be an eco from NIP. No utility purchase whatsoever, so to even get a bomb down would be a little bit too difficult, I would say, at this point.
Yeah, a tall order. And interesting to see as well, when they are running Twist with that AWP inside of the window, they run Schneider there as well. So even if he misses a shot, if he gets overwhelmed, they've got a rifle in position to support it. And then it also means Schneider's in a fast rotation position because he's playing on the catwalk position. So you think, all right, there's a weakness somewhere if they're doubling this up. Good takedown from Exist this time as they get caught out of position. That's the AWP giving up.
That's sloppy. They know the money's low right now. There's no reason for Twist to be by himself. That kill, even if he gets it, it's not that valuable. He has no cover from middle as well. You can see his teammates not with him whatsoever. Now they've given him a window of opportunity. Before, NIP had PT50s and Glocks, no utility. Now they have an AWP and the man advantage. They actually have a real opportunity to take this round. Twist getting a bit ahead of himself, but Schneider does come in to help things out. Gets a nade kill on towards Pitts to equal things at 4-4.
And a good nade kill at that. Just to finish the point, Schneider plays on the catwalk, so even if he plays inside mid and he's not on B immediately, it's not like they have the threat from the position he's covering because they've already covered off middle to know they're not there. So it's a clever play from Godsent, but right now NIP trying to make something out of this. Exist does still have that AWP. They've crossed on Schneider, but he does catch Forrest late, and now knows they've pushed up on that catwalk position, so he's going to try and flank them out. Get Right could catch him off if they don't check the angle, though. Get Right tries to face it instead, doesn't wait for it to fall in his favor.
Oh yeah, it looks like Godsent have rectified the initial mistake there. Losing the AWP hasn't had any impact so far. 20 seconds remaining. I think at this point it's probably worth saving the AWP. They need to still get into the bomb side plan and find 4 CTs here. It's going to be a very difficult task indeed. Time dwindling away. At this point they are committed. They have to go to the side. There it is. The all dropped. It's going to be necessary to finish things off there. So I have to say, although Twist maybe getting a bit ahead of himself. He is having a great game, but that was a bad decision to go into underpass. They managed to keep 4 players alive regardless and pick up the orb, so it wasn't too detrimental to them, but still, those kind of errors can cost you rounds. So be very careful against a team like NIP. It's currently 7-1 now. NIP don't get the bomb down, so it's not the best fight, but they do have enough for 5 AKs, and they have got a decent amount of utility. No orb on the T side just yet. We'll see what they bring into round number 9. Utility, a change of pace there. The orb going in towards Palace, and he's joined by an NFL player as well.
This is 4 players right now in a gun round from Godsent. They tried this on Cobblestone earlier today and ended up losing around with the gun stack. This time, Pauf makes no mistake in the bomb in the hands of Godsent. Quick check to make sure there's no further players from NIP pursuing it. He's low on HP, so a quick smoke out as well will buy more time and space. But look at Pronax. He gets caught by Freiburg that time, brings the difference to within just 1. And again, the early smoke, you talked about the utility. NIP elected to throw that toward catwalk and then a further smoke to get Exist in position, but having lost so much on the A site, they can't really go for the split by getting the mid control.
Another ballsy play there from Godsent, but it's not going to be too dangerous in the moment. Schneider picked up the killing because it's the 4-on-2, just Pitt and Freiburg remaining. They have got the bomb in hand, but just going straight in towards the A site. Need to make some absolute magic happen here. Up against it, no nades remaining, just going to have to go for straight up headshots here. Can they deliver? Apparently not. Twist finds the first kill. Not doing what he can, but it's not enough. There it is, Godsent. An absolute mastermind of a call there, going aggressive once again. He pointed it out. 4 players towards A, 2 in Palace, 2 on lower ramp. Good coordinated flashbang to come in and get those initial frags, and they got the bomb as well. And it was Pronax that dropped his frag. Potentially didn't have to do that once he had the 2-man advantage, but still, his teammates stepping up when required. 8-1. I'm sure we'll see a pause coming in soon. This is getting a little bit dangerous for NIP. They're on to yet another eco here. It's a bit stronger this time. Desert Eagles and head armor of a couple of players with a smoke and a Molotov. It looks like he'll be focusing towards the A site. It's Freiburg by himself is causing a little bit of nuisance towards middle as his teammates make the way towards the A site.
Twist again. It's Pitt this time to go down. Get right. Gets them back. Finally some movement toward this A side of bomb. Still not in a position to plant though, and they're going to get caught out. Get right gets Pronax though. It's finally answered back.
Yeah, the picks are great, but the problem is they haven't got the bomb down now. It's been equalized to a 3-on-3 situation. They've got no control of the A bomb site. Going to be exiting out towards T-spawn. They still have plenty of time to play with, but they haven't managed to pick up any of those fallen rifles. Going to be stuck on towards the Desert Eagle here. No nades. Forest low HP as well. So what looked like a promising start to the round with Get Right getting 2 sensational shots. Slowly slips away from them as they evaluate their options now. 2 players heading towards B apartments. Freiburg once again holding towards middle.
An IP back to B. Schneider gonna try and come out. This could be perfectly timed with the M4. Quick turn to the left, spots them up. This is to get the awareness. 2 players to face him down, but they're doing it one at a time, and that gives the M4 all the time it needs to take down both of them. Leaves Freiburg alone now with Deagle as he works up catwalk. He's away from the bomb. 30 seconds. And they've got position on either side of him. Schneider's already walked back in to hold off from the van, so even if he goes to jump up on top of that balcony, he has to confront him. A spot of 1, but there's the face. And Schneider, 3 kills to close it out. It is 9-1, and he sits on 12 kills individually right now. The best on NIP, well, it's 2 of them. It's Get Right and Pitt. They're both only on 5, so kills not really even going NIP's way in a lot of these rounds.
Yeah, some of the star players not really delivering. It's Forest on 1 for 9. He's having a very tough game. Mirage is normally a very strong map for him as well, but it's Godsent. It's applying the pressure time and time again. Very aggressive and just dominating in every scenario here. We go into round number 11. Let's see what NIP can bring to the table here. It looks like another standard coming in. Maybe slightly faster play towards that 8 round, because Forest does get control of that area. Waiting on the other side and sandwich. A split potential here. You can see they have got control of middle. Push the CDs back. They've lost the vision there as well. There's only 2 players towards A as well. So this could be a really good call from NIP if they can act fast now and split effectively.
Pronax sitting inside sight, backside of firebox. It's often not checked. It does have an angle. He wasn't playing it quite as tightly as he could have. It does have an angle toward the top of connector where he can be seen, but he's covered in by the box. He's not found early enough. Does go down, but not before his team can find the kills. However, now things turn. Pitt finds 2. It's going to be Twist to walk up late as the bomb is already down. Can't find the shot through the box. Tries it nonetheless, and an aid to follow up, but already they've slipped away far enough. However, Lekro getting Pitt brings this to 2 versus 2. It's no utility other than a single nade from Freiburg to try and defend this away from both players on Godsent, who have kicks. What a shot from Freiburg, though, as Twist gets caught midair. Now they can pinch and set the crossfire onto Lekro, who's going to get caught in the open, but great shot in return. He knows exactly where Freiburg's playing from as well. He's got the information, but Freiburg holds the angle.
Lovely play from Freiburg. What a shot on CT spawn. Just when they needed someone to step up, Freiburg delivers and gets them their 2nd round. It was close. It came down to the 1 versus 1, and he really had to hold his nerve there. But this was the shot. What a play from Freiburg. And you can hear that's got the crowd coming to life here. NIP are going to be going down about a fight here. They find their 2nd round, looking to get a lot more as we go into round number 12. Once again, back on the 5 AKs. Twist this time towards CD spawn. Not so aggressive this time. We can see Schneider has got the underpass. Looking very confident indeed, getting his first crack, but he can't land the headshot. It's Get Right and Forest finding 2 kills. And they're getting
but Pronax, what a spot, what a play. 2 already. Sprays down, and all 3 fall. Pronax lets them go by. They think with 2 aggressive, there's no chance he's there. Get Right burns him alive, but the damage has been done. And the bomb is forward of that smoke. They have to pass Twist, who nearly gets the shot through the wall on to Get Right. He's committed. He's inside of the site. And this now renders Twist's position a little bit less powerful, as it's Pouf that has to slow this down. Brilliant play from Pronax to pull this round back after Schneider gets caught by GetRight. And now they've got to find this information, and they need to be so careful in doing it because Twist's angle with that AWP is perfect. Palf not going to play it directly. Does that let the bomb down? Yes! It means Freiburg still has 2 to find, but he can play this off the bomb. He doesn't have to play this out and hunt them down. He can let the round fall in his favor. Molotov, though, limits them. They know exactly where he is. There's no motion, and they'll get the full 10-second defuse.
That's so crushing for an IP. They get the first 2 kills. It looks so promising. I feel like they don't have to go straight into a bomb site there. We discussed this in the previous map we watched before. If you get those initial picks, you can be disciplined. You don't have to go all in at this point. No one's checking this position. Pronax cleaning up. 3 kills at the M4. This brings Godsent back to life there. Fantastic stuff from him, and eventually wins them the round as well. Freiburg unable to clutch, and that's another hard reset there. Even though NIP get the bomb down, you can see they've only got about $2,500 across the board. And it's another difficult situation for them. That was looking so promising. 10-2, and it's back to the pistols. Aggressive again, of course. Godsent looking for that first pick.
Electro again, the one to be aggressive off the back of that flash. He's been good at opening up the rounds this time. Hasn't found the kill, but does little information. Better shot from GetRight once more with the deagle as he finds Palf. Freiburg. Dear Lord, man, that's got to be toasty.
Indeed. Well, you have got the man advantage. You managed to pick up a rifle as well. It's in the hands of Forrest. Had a very quiet game so far, but the bomb has been planted on the A site.
Impressive plant as well, a fast plant. Schneider will find Freiburg late. They still don't have the access to the site just yet. But the crossfire set from Forrest is going to fall apart. Sandwich is now the next position to be confronted, and Electro does it perfectly. Look at Godsent on the retake. Sure, they were up against pistols, but so careful to check every single angle.
Like I said, a very fast plant from NIP after getting the initial frag. I don't think Godsent was expecting it to go down so quickly, but impressive retake nonetheless. It's got Electro, one of the new boys on the scene, but definitely delivering on all fronts. Great retake from him, 3 kills, and it's going to be 11-2 now in favor of Godsent. This is running away from NIP. They keep getting back into it, but not winning the following up rounds. It's just really limiting their economy, and for the first time now, we've got NIP with the AWP in hand of Forrest. Has had a very quiet game so far, 3 for 12. Needs to start having some impact. Let's see what he can do with this AWP.
Well, Twist already has his angle picked inside of the window. Again, not surprisingly. Pitt and Freiburg are going to be the ones to cross over. No Schneider playing that second man right now. Instead, it's a little bit more aggression from Pronax at the connector, so it's a bit more of a default. Good shot from Freiburg as Twist goes down, and Schneider's going to hug the angle when they wrap around this corner, but it's Pronax that's going to confront Exist beforehand. Good smoke beyond him. Pronax isn't going to peek this immediately until he has to. Better shot from Schneider. Now they try and pursue, but the smoke goes out. He's covered away. 6 HP, just barely around the corner. And as they focus on that, Pronax is able to take down Pitt. The trade comes back, and now the HP does favor NIP.
Still got smoke and a few flashbangs to play as well, and time on their side. Have been guilty of forcing situations when they have this upper hand. Let's see what they decide to do in the 14th round. They will be going back towards the A side through T-spawn. Exist in an advantageous position as well. He's actually going to be towards the underpass, and that's where Schneider's pushed up towards T-spawn. I don't think they're going to have any sort of conflict just yet. So this could be dangerous for NIP. They have no idea he's made it to T-spawn. As they slowly but surely made their way to the site.
Look at Schneider, though. This is so smart. He's already on this flank. Exist is going to have no information on this. They're going to go into the site. They'll be there, but he's going to be so hot on their heels. And Forrest is delaying this. Forrest does find the shot on Palf, though. It's Lekro behind the smoke. He's limited entirely, and Snyder's going to elect to go to Palace position instead for the better execution with Lekro when they walk in. They can see the same angles. They can play it out as a crossfire, but more importantly, NIP get the man advantage. Better still. Lekro down. It's all on Schneider, but they have no idea where he is. 6 HP. The start of this round, and well held. GetRight reads it.
The look of exhaustion on Threat's face says it all. This has been a really tough game for NIP. Schneider, when he got towards T-spawn there, we thought he had a chance. Had he potentially gone towards lower round, they could have denied the plant. They had no idea he was there, but a big round for NIP. It's number 15 of the first half. And it's a full buy for both teams. Still plenty of cash available for Godsent after such a successful CT campaign here. Forrest back on the AWP.
Well, you said it. And you said it. What can you do with DWP? 2 very important kills on the entry day last time. They're going to go for this aggressive play. Godsent again toward middle. Freiburg's holding it, but it's Twist with the AWP, and Pitt's the one he finds first. Freiburg dares reface that for a moment's time, but thinks better of it. Falls back away, and it's going to leave it up to Forrest to find the pick, and he can't do so immediately on the A site.
The problem with that as well, he's smoked down their row of position as well. He fires off a shot, so they know exactly where he is. It's going to take a while now for him to reposition himself and get himself back into the rounds. I think he's now Lots to play with. Man advantage. Up on Twist as well. He's managed to get himself back towards jungle. And it's another pick coming for Pronax. He's had a really great CT half here. Holding B by himself. Takes down Exist. 5 on 3. A very difficult situation here for an IP. But get right, like you said. Always lurking there. Managing to get up towards Tetris.
Flash off. Lets them peek toward that position. Also leaves Get Right vulnerable as Pelf's going to find him. But Freiburg does get into the connector late. That's the first kill in the round for NIP. As there's still 4 players up on Godsent's side, and Force isn't exactly sure where to begin, so Molotov in toward the site to try and force them out, but guess what? There's no one there. So it comes to no avail, and as they're split up, 36 seconds, they really desperately need to find this next pick quick.
I just don't see it happening at this point. 30 seconds, 4 kills to find, and a bomb plant with no positional control on the map whatsoever. They're going to be going towards the B apartments, but what can they really do here? Schneider just needs to pick up 1 kill, and that's the end of the round. He's got a great position as well. We can see this. We see it quite a lot. He's going to be flashed off, decides to fall down, but this is the final play from NIP.
And Lekrov's come back over to help this out, to support it. There's the first from Schneider. Freiburg tries as he might, but it's 12-3 for Godsent at the end of the first half on Mirage, no less. The desk seemed to think NIP was heavily favored on this map, but Godsent's been playing excellent so far.
Yeah, and then some. Just really nice calls from Pronax. Pushing at the right times, finding those opening kills, and clutching and retaking. Everything going in their favor, the opening kills especially. Schneider having another lights-out game. 17 kills, 8 deaths for him. A player that's really improved as time goes on. He seems to be getting better and better every single tournament. Really impressed by him. And he closes things out on that last round too. Final kills, both headshots, of course, towards the B apartments. NIP never really got rolling in that T half. The rounds they won, they were instantly answered back. Didn't get any momentum, no economy working in their favor as well. They need this pistol on the CD half. If it goes in favor of Godsent, this could be game over at this point. A lot of pressure on their side, but they are the king of comebacks map. We saw it in Pro League against Liquid. They had a similar situation on Dust 2, but they managed to grind it out round by round and get themselves back into it. So you can never count NIP out of these situations, especially in front of a home crowd as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, the home crowd aspect, but it is still a hometown matchup, and Pronax seems to have a read on NIP throughout the course of his career that's not being relinquished here today. But pistol round again, we said it, NIP more than ever now need to get at least 1 today, because without it, this is fairly out of reach. It'll be Schneider to start things off, heading over toward the Palace. He's just going to post position, hold up, and make sure no one pushes through as Twist sits toward T-spawn with Bomb. The rest of the team, Pau, Lekro, and Pronax waiting to figure out what's going on in the B apartments.
Here we go then. There are smokes available for Godsent, so suggest a more tactical approach at this point. Just trying to show their hand towards B, try and pull some rotations over perhaps, and that is working for now. Freiburg can't decide whether he wants to go back up his teammates. It's going to be Palf and Lekro not fully committing to this as well. They know the potential of the silent USP against those Glocks. And Twist waiting with the bomb at T-spawn. Looks like the rest of the team will be coming in there. Like I said, they have the smoke for steps and potentially jungle as well. Smoke them towards the side. Try and get a bomb plant down. As soon as that plant comes in, that's when it becomes very tricky for the CTs indeed. They're trying to gain any sort of information they can here. Freiburg joined by Pitt as well towards middle. At least they've got that under control, but here we can see Godsent slowly but surely coming towards the A site.
Yeah, this is a heavy mid presence still from NIP with no one inside of that A site. Force just going to check the underpass, realize no one's there either. But he, as Freiburg rotates through the vents, is going to be the only one to support Exist. They're going to have to play retake. They're already going passive. They're already setting up for this. They realize there's nothing they can do to deny the plant, but holding the perimeter may pay off because Pitt finds the first shot onto Pronax. Lekro responds, but they're still making moves toward the site, and quickly so. Forrest needs to save this shot, but goes down. It's Forrest of all people to fall with the USP, and now it's down to 2 versus 2, and Get Right, he can't find the player that's gone through this smoke. It's Schneider, and I take that back, it's 3 because Twist is still alive on that overlay. It's 2 HP for him. He's going for the rotation through middle, and they're going to try and hold this off from Connector. It is planted in a slightly open, but position where it's able to be diffused behind that box. It's going to be problematic, especially where they're on it already. Pauk may find one, but they can't find the shot. Freiburg's still holding. They can't get it, and Freiburg's got it.
Holds his nerve once again. It's Freiburg clutching on the T-half, and a much-needed pistol there for an IP. It looked difficult at times, but that smoke at the end, they saved it right to the last moment, and the kid on Freiburg guaranteed in the diffuser. Almost impossible to spray down with the Glocks. They did what they could, but Godsent can't find the pistol. It's NIP bouncing back, but look at this buy coming from Godsent. It's aggressive. Instead of going for the AKs in the third, they've gone for 2 here after getting so many kills. I mean, you can have 2 players drop the AKs, they have had armor, and they have such an advantage here in terms of going for the long-range angles here. But you can see NIP predicting this almost. They've got 5 rifles themselves, 4 of them Famouses, but this could go either way. Going to be a closely contested round, that's for sure. It'll be very exciting to see where these AKs go and whether they can open up the map here. It's a big move. the one that can pay off tremendously and reset an IP.
Re-smoke out onto the Palace as well. Godsent posted inside of these B apartments. Pronax tried to get some information on A. He can't really do much now that he's smoked off, so he's going to be late to the charge on this B site. But Pith, with Get Right playing so passively over toward the window, needs to get a good early read on this to fall back quickly, because they may give up another bomb plant out of this, and worse still, if they're in odd positions, if they're caught out like Pith maybe right now, it could be problematic. But he manages to win the duel, get behind the pillar, good refrag. Now they know there's AKs on the board, and a great shot as well in toward Forrest as he goes down to 13. Get Right's yet to show his position though. And he's going to wait for this bomb to enter, but it's Pauf to win this duel there. So another low HP player for Godsent, but they're still finding the kills. Bomb's going to cross, not found by Exist. It's Freiburg instead, but he's fallen. It's down to 1 versus 3 and Exist has to clutch this out. Can't do it. Pauf holds the angle. Through the door, there might have been a chance if he could have isolated them, but it never happened.
It's a really, really audacious tactic in the terror zone. We saw it a lot of 1.6 installs. We don't see it so much in CSGO to bring in those 2 AKs in the second round, but it can pay off so massively here. And now NIP fully against the ropes after winning the pistol in such climatic fashion as well. They're going to have to force by here on round number 18. It's going to be Deagle, CZ, head armor. And really in a difficult position if they lose this round. They've got nothing to work with, and that could be GG at that point. Need to be winning this one. It's Godsent going for a full commitment towards the A site here. Problem is, NIP only have 2 players committed on this side of the map, so it's going to be Freiburg Exist really up against it. The smoke is good as well. They're going to have a very difficult time there. Here comes the play from Godsent now.
Double smoke out in front of Palace. Godsent's going to flood through it. They're going to drop down, try and get that bomb in position, but Pronax actually takes it to the right. They're just going to straight up brawl them here. It could be problematic if they can find another kill here on IP, because bomb's not in position, and this is letting Get Right Exist get a lot closer, but thankfully kills come the other way. It's just Get Right remaining. He's got 2 kills out of this. A third as well. Bomb does drop. It's a problem now entirely, but Pauf does have the AK, and Get Right still limited to the CZ75 head shown. Pauf can't find the immediate shot. That's going to give Get Right a bit of information. Goes back out. It's on 22 HP. Get Right can do this. 3 kills already. Bomb in an awkward position. Pauf has to jump up, but Get Right's got it. CZ75, 4 kills, and Pronax makes the mistake of not planning immediately. It hurts them.
Time to get on the bus, boys. Get Right is taking you to school. What a play there on the A-bomb site. Delivers in such victorious fashion there as well. He's in a 4 versus 1 with the CZ and just holds his nerve and finds every kill. That was Godsent's chance to close this game out. But Get Right keeps the dream alive here for NIP. Didn't look like for a moment he knew he was going to lose that 1 versus 1, but here we go. Then we go into round number 19. There's no buy from Godsent. They've given in and allowed themselves to have an eco here. I think this game has got a few more twists and turns yet, and NIP definitely looking to get back into this one.
Exist is so close right now. Yes, that is the position, and he reads it, he gets it. Twist goes down, that's a big first pick against the Pistols. An SMG kill as well starts to build bank and payroll for Exist. Freiburg also wielding one. Better pick up from Forrest as well as Pronax falls to the AK-3 connector. He'll smoke that off by more space as the last 3 remaining players are in mid. But what this does do, that smoke, Forrest can't see over it. It means Pith is basically facing off against 3 of them with no support. So smartly, he's going to fall back down catwalk. And that's good information, good communication between he and Forrest, because if he was caught out there, they could have actually poured into catwalk and faced Get Right 1 versus 3.
Well, at this point, such a massive advantage this round. The CTs don't really need to commit to any sort of facing it. Just hold the bomb sites, get the crossfires, and don't allow anyone to get their heads ripped off by those potential deagles there. Schneider and Pauf wielding those. They're going to be boosting up towards short, seeing if they can just get anything out of this round. But time ticking away. They're not going to be able to get much out of this. Potentially could get the bomb down towards the A side. You can see the CTs don't have much presence there, apart from Exist. He's got the AK in hand. He's just trying to deny the plant under all circumstances here as we hit the 20-second mark.
Pauf does get spotted, realizes it a little bit late. That's going to give information. They're still back to our middle. Give Pith a chance to fire through. Good response from the Deagle, but Schneider already down, and that's more important for NIP because they want the numbers game. They want their 6th round, and they've got it. Money's still a factor on this T side. Play the long game, boys. There's no need to force into this at the 35 and 3600 roughly mark, and no bomb plant in that last round. Just let this build. If they force too early, they give NIP potentially 2 more rounds out of this.
Absolutely. Just a partial by this round. They've got the Tech 9, the body armor, got some smokes as well. The objective Try and get the bomb down early on. That does open up a window of opportunity at that stage to actually make things interesting. Obviously, the run and gun potential of the Tech-9s can always be a factor going for this one. A slightly lower buy for an IP as well, keeping their weapons from the last round. They've got shotguns, MP7s, and a FAMAS as well. This could be problematic if they lose the first frag. That's what it's going to come down to. Get right now. Max 7 can be fantastic in position. That's exactly why. Takes down Legro as well and gets a really good read as the rest of the terrorists are.
Molotov means he can't go for the jump again, but again, good read, good damage, pulls Pith back. He's inside of the smokes at the arches, and there's the re-jump. He's got another shot, looking for the third. He's got it lined up. Maybe not so fortunate that time, but it is the CZ. We've seen him kill 4 with it already this game. He gets another one in Pronax this round, and Schneider last alive may pick up a single kill, but that's all he's allowed. But now it's the next test for NIP.
Just got to grind it out round by round here. Still have a little bit of a buffer. Guess they need 2 to take things to match point at this stage, but they do have the AKs this time. Not the strongest buy. You can see Twist has been rolling with the AWPs. He's got the AK and armor, 1 smoke. Going towards middle for now, taking with that vision from the AWP potentially. This time it's actually Pit. Normally you see Forrest opening this map. I think I saw it in the earlier game today. They actually were Pit with the AWP, trying to mix things up a little bit and allow him to have that role as well. But it's going to be a heavy beat play on the terrorist side. Smoked out, the Twist doesn't phase him. He can push him straight through that and see what he can do here.
And through it very quickly. Get-Right was still focused on Catwalk. It nearly catches him out, but good composure. Pulls back to get at least 1 kill. Pauk's going to respond. He's on 14 HP. He's forced. This position is so desperate, and he goes down to the nade. Not only that, they got Freiburg behind him, which leaves NIP a man down. No position inside of the site. Pit, he's got the AWP overlaid. He's already smoked off. He's not planted in all of this. There's a bit of a saving grace and a silver lining in that because it will buy time for those smokes to dissolve and give NIP some vision again into the site. But it is going to go down now. And Molotov a little bit late to spray down. Lekro just gets around the corner. There's kits on both. 1 smoke left now for Pith as Existence already tried to flash off toward this bench position, but look at the crossfire set. He may spot up his shoulder, but 1 more step through that door and he'll get caught out. Lekro, good response, finds Pith, smokes out, but that was the smoke from his teammate. It's not going to be enough for Exist to find the entry, and Snyder holds the window. And it's 14 rounds now for Godsent.
Really nice round there from Godsent. We said aggressive through that smoke at the start of the round. They managed to get the initial kill on towards Get-Right, and the CTs just couldn't retake at that point. There's nothing going in their favor. We see the buy coming into this one. There's an auto sniper out and Exist. And CZ on Get-Right is a mixed bunch, you have to say, but Exist very proficient with that weapon.
It's interesting they go to him. We know Get-Right on this map has used it famously at the ticket booth, but he's limited. His money was only 1890 going into this round. And this is it. This is everything for NIP. Lose this. It's basic, I mean, force what you will, but basically a full save potential on what will be map point for Godsent and qualification to the semifinals, straight through to the semifinals for Godsent on that win.
Yeah, some inconsistencies coming through. Now it's Pit on the rifle, Forrest on the AWP, like you said, Exists on the auto sniper. Doesn't seem to be much method to the madness right now, but let's see if it works out for them. Forrest does spawn a player, just destroying those mid boxes, gives away his hand, though, fires off the shot, doesn't run any damage, needs to be taken out of the round. For now, at least, as his window smoke comes in. He smokes off Palace. Tries to reposition himself to get this next kill towards middle. This could work out for him as well. And that's going to be, once again, taking his vision away.
Problem is right now as well with this crossfire, Forrest and Freiburg playing on each other. It's such a long rotation from Forrest to get to the window to B. So Get-Right, holding in the sight, has Pith with a rifle, but just that pistol to try and slow them down enough for the rotations. Thankfully, the utilities are playing a large part in that. Pith's prepared. They've got to get that information quick, because Forrest is waiting on the inside of the vent for the call. Bombs there as well. In the hands of Pronax. He's the closest to the entrance of the site at this moment. Freiburg knows Twist has got the information at the bottom middle, relays it perfectly played as Forrest finds the kill. Get-Right does manage 1 a second. CZ is working so much wonders for him, and it allows Pit the kill, bomb down. But it falls into the hands of Pauf, so he doesn't have to climb back up to retrieve it. Regardless, Forrest will hold the angle.
How does Get-Right keep delivering to the CZ time and time again? It was a very difficult buy for NIP there. They did have 2 sniper rifles, but a couple of unequipped players. Get-Right gets 2 and manages to get NIP back into this once again. It's Godsent now feeling the burn in terms of the money. They're going to be forcing this, by the looks of things. It's Pauf not really investing anything for this. Oh, there he goes. Finally does buy. And Simmons will have 3 pistols, 2 AKs. They've got limited utility, and it's Forrest looking to make something happen here. Once again towards middle. Schneider pushing for the smoke. Surely going to get dropped here. There it is. Headshot. And that's the first kill going in favor of NIP.
Watch Pronax's position, though. Freiburg's still watching on Palace right now. This is a gift. Pronax, again, is just going to walk in and find an easy kill. Doesn't manage to pick up the rifle on the back of it because he expects to be peeked from CT. But he still has position toward window, which limits force movement and gives Godsent a bit of a chance to start working the A site. The problem is they've got to rotate back over there first, and it's a long time to hold the middle position.
And his round's so tense, 4-on-4. Freiburg a little bit frustrated. He didn't get that information. That was a possibility, but let's see what that's going to do. It's about 2 AKs, and it's Pronax from the window, takes down Get Right as well. A huge scalp to take and give them the man advantage. Pitt now rotating towards that B side to be backed by Forest as well. They have no real intel as to where the T's may be going here. Someone needs to step up and find something that exists. Left towards that A side with the auto sniper, but it's Pitt finds a kill on towards Power and brings things back to a 3-on-3.
Pronax has gotten that M4 now, and he'll join on the catwalk. Exist still not rotating over with that auto sniper. So Pitt taking a little bit of damage, down to 74 as Forrest on 48, rotating over to try and hold this angle at catwalk, and he finds it onto Pronax. Can't follow up though. Oh, and Lecro, 2 with the deagle. He pulls it back. It's all onto Exist with this auto sniper. And the bomb is in position to be planted. Lecro's going to try and keep Exist away long enough for them to do so safely, and he's going to rotate this back around. Lecro in on that pillar though is going to face in. Auto sniper finds one, easy enough with the low HP. But that's just the start of the task because Twist walks into the open, and it's going to be map point for Godsent.
Exist did what he could there, but with no grenades and an auto sniper in hand, it's a nightmare retake situation. He gets the first kill, but it's not enough. It's Lecro delivering once again the double deagle to get them into that B bomb site. And now NIP truly up against it now. 7 rounds in a row required to bring them just to overtime here. The money is in disarray. 4 pistols and a UMP. This could be it. It's going to take an absolute masterclass of a round here to get them back into this one. What's the play? 4 players towards the A site. And it's Freiburg. With that UMP, the only real weapon they've got to work with. Surely this is where Godsent ending.
And Get Right's already going to try and get aggressive. Get into that corner. He's known for it on catwalk because he has to hold both angles. He's responsible for both catwalk and the apartments with that stack going on. Forrest has elected to come over and give a little bit of support to that, but there's still no indication of exactly what Godsent wants to do. It's just establish a mid-presence, play the picks, and take advantage of the weakness that is the NIP's weaponry.
Work with right now. That stack, they were hoping for a fast play at the start of the round so they could get those crossfires of the CZ working in their favor. We've seen what Get Right can do with that weapon. And I have to deliver that sort of performance once again if they have any chance in this round. The smoke's starting to come in now. Take that vision away from the CTs. It's Forrest out of here. Well, for now at least. Let's get a slight gap here though with the CZ.
Slight, but he needs to hit it. He needs to find it, spots him, but can't. He disappears. He overcommits behind the wall, and then all of a sudden he's gone when he refaces it. Schneider's going to get down catwalk. It's on to Get Right. This is all on Get Right. Again, it's the season at 75. He's going to try and do it with headshot position lined up. Fires in. Can't find the first shot on Lecro. That's going to leave him in the open for Pouf. And forced to go for the fast flank, but he better be damn fast because already they've lost Freiburg on rotation as well. It's down to just 3 left for NIP. Godsent with the bomb down could find themselves immediately through to the semifinal.
Yeah, no kits, no weaponry, no grenades. Just need to rely on the CZ to deliver an absolute godlike performance here. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Lecro taking down Forrest, 5-2 now. Twist, insult to injury, and there it is. The underdogs prevail, taking down NIP, 16-8 on Mirage. Coming into this one, we thought they were the heavy favourites, but it just didn't arrive on the T side. They're only picking up 3 rounds. Their economy never really got going, and the executions weren't there. A really nice call from Pronax throughout the CT half.